Good morning, everybody. This is JTrader over here. We're going to start in a few minutes. Plays that we were looking today are SETA, MLGO, Tesla, Amazon, Meta, ES. So welcome over here. This is another episode with Bookmap. A few minutes to start. Morning, Mike. Morning, Kay, Vin. See over here some traders. Thank you also for the DM traders. After we'll be answering you. We're gonna start screen sharing Tesla this morning. First of all, for everybody that wants to follow us, check also the channel over here, YouTube, see JTrader, where I share a lot of content. Also interview with other traders, coaches like Steve, traders like my wife and others. Adelaide over here, a good friend. We had some podcasts over here, so you can listen to my story with Be the Trader, with Flanders Beer, for other trade with Mighty Soldiers, Be the Trader, and more. And also over here we have our compilation of the best videos where you can learn a lot of Bookmap. So good morning again, everybody. Watching over here this market pushing. Also, for who wants to follow us, check over here on Bookmap, tag over here Bookmap. So often I will share charts with Bookmap with the hashtag. This morning we had a plan on Tesla, so I'm gonna put over here Tesla plan. I was looking for a long, and we are looking for this dip into the 240. So I hope you can see it good over here with from my screen. So we're looking for a dip 240 and a push over here to 246. This is the open. We never got that 240 dip, but we got that dip in pre-market 240. We got it this 246, which is my sell zone. You can see over here the sell zone. And we got long this morning just at the gate over here into the 243s, and then more over here into the 243s and 50s, and we sold the majority over here in the 246. We were looking for a push to 250 on a break of 246, never came. We're the J Slim, and back over here down to the 244. Now personally I missed this this second long over here. So again, the J lines, you can see how this level it's holding here, here, and here. So it's behaving very, very good. So read the plan every morning at YouTube or Twitter, Jtraderco. So plan A, bullish, dip to 240, bounce play long with target 246. The plan B, always have a plan B, is a fill of 240 and rejection short pops with 233 target. For anybody else that is interested in joining a room, remember we have courses over here. So beginner, advanced, all together. Live course on crypto, futures, stock course where you have 3 live trading sessions with Manuel, with me. We have also the mentoring. So this is only for the dedicated traders. So guided every single day in a private one-on-one mentorship program. And you can see over here all the some of the referrals. You can go also check Trustpilot, and also a lot of testimonial videos that we put also on socials. So thank you very much for coming. Good morning, everybody. So the long plays this morning are on Tesla, as we shared the plan over here that we did on Twitter as well. So every morning you will see me posting Tesla on Twitter. Of course, if you want more, join the room and you will see all the morning plan that we had, for example, on Amazon, Google, Microsoft, Nvidia, ES, MLGO, and also we traded SETA, that was updated in the room, and we are in a beautiful short this morning. So for now, I'm gonna focus traders on Tesla, and Bookmap is behaving very good on Tesla. 13 days, 1 day no trader on Tesla, 11 wins, and 1 red day on Tesla. So performance has been very, I would say, straightforward, simple, and you can learn this and even trade it by yourself just with our template and by learning the strategy that I teach in the room. It's a strategy very systematic. We use Bookmap together with setups and patterns that we trade. So you can have the same results by applying the setups to your trading, and in the last 2 weeks, actually 3 weeks, have 13 trading days, 11 green days on Tesla, 1 red day, and 1 no trade setup. So right now, what we're waiting for, being that the price every single time that got this cloud over here, okay, this cloud that we got and we found, or we say discovered, in 2005, 2006, when I was mainly trading only European markets and futures. When I say European markets, that was Italian stock market, so Borsa Italiana. I live over here in Italy, but my parents are American and Italian at the same time. We were found in these clouds that they react so much like Fibonacci over time. And this now is applied to the market. I started trading small caps only back 2017. So it's like 3, 6, 7 years I'm trading small caps. It's about 10 plus years I'm trading big caps, and about 24 years that I'm trading futures and Italian equities and funds. So right now Tesla is at this main support, and we're forming what I call it over here a bullish trend. So we have for now 3 sets, okay, of higher lows, 1, 2, and 3. The only thing is that in the last 30 minutes over here, we start forming a wedge pattern, because now you can see that this high is higher versus this, but still this low is lower versus this. So we have for now this pattern over here, okay? And this is a wedge. So look over here at the price action. We are just below this previous resistance of 246. And this is a key level from yesterday. It also was a level that was in play in the previous months. So until the price will stay into this consolidation, now it's breaking down, but until the price will stay in this consolidation, we still have a possibility that this will break over here, 245, 246. We're gonna have a dip and then push back up. Right now, price is breaking down, forming a lower low, so this plan on this bar confirm won't be any more valid. What we did this morning, we longed over here, we sold a partial, and everything over here, we relonged over here and sold over here, rest over here, and then over here. Why this playbook setup? You can see also over here that the system tells us what exactly to trade. So we had over here till a few minutes ago, you see, under over. So the system tells me exactly what to trade in the morning, okay? So you can see that the system was telling me trade this A plus under over. So it was like forecasting which setup I needed to trade. And that is the setup over here. Then with Bookmap, how we use it is a key, I would say amazing tool to get the perfect timing and taking those dips. So in this case, we have the V pattern that, you know, I explained this, I think like 100 times on these Bookmap webinars. And we have what I call the V pattern. So let me show it to you. This is the V pattern. So once we have this dip and push back up, that is the playbook setup that you want to trade. Of course, you have to be, I would say, pretty experienced to buy this. It's not an easy setup. It's a fast market, especially if you trade at the open. So what I suggest is that beginners don't trade too much the open, which is here, but they wait the first 5 to 10 minutes. And then you can see that you still have setups over here in this major demand zone area. Again, for everybody, you can see over here our golden zone on big caps and futures works as a buy zone. Okay, so this level over here, this yellow level over here, it tells us, okay, we can buy over here on a pullback. So we broke over here this wedge to the downside. Now we are at the open level. So let's now look if the market will give us any kind of indication to buy over here and step again long. Pretty weak over here. They're selling all the way down. 242, so we are below the open level. And what I'm looking right now is simply waiting for that demand zone at 240 over here. So remember that demand zone that we have at 240. This is the level that I'm waiting for, okay? Hello BT, hello Mister. Remember traders, put a like if you like the screen share over here. We're gonna cover Sarah, which we traded this morning. Very good trade. MLGO, we traded ES, we were on Tesla, we had a plan on Meta, Google, Amazon, and Nvidia. So feel free to ask questions on all of these. Also, we had coin in our play. But right now I'm very interested in the Tesla. So you can see break of the wedge over here. And I'm waiting this into the main demand zone over here at around 240. That's the demand zone where we can expect some bounce. Okay, until that point, I'm not gonna trade over here. Yes, traders at the hourly J lines. Anybody still with us on Tesla? Yes, and following MLGO and Sarah? Okay, so let's look at MLGO. So this morning, what do we had over here? Okay, this morning we have a small cap, small float. So we're trading a 12 million float. We had a morning signal over here to long at this zone over here. We didn't want over here to look for a short because we don't show weakness. Key whole rundown number at 5. Telling traders over here to not trade unless we have a major stuff, and then only looking for ideally if we have a $5 breakout. So over here we're gonna look together if at this point we're gonna have a fake breakout and then a level to short. Watching Bookmap all morning on this, $5 is the key level that I'm waiting for. You can see also Bookmap over here pretty strong. I'm not really considering all these levels of heat map sellers and buyers that we have. I'm only looking at the majority of the dots are buyers. You can see the strong volume over here. Just look at below and just look also in my indicator. So when you see these bars mainly gray, means that we have a lot of buying pressure. And I'm not gonna touch this until this $5 area. Only if you have a fake break of that $5 area, I'm gonna trade this over here. bounce over here from the hourly J-Loans on ES, really like pinpoint. And then we have also Sarah this morning. I wanted to share a few things. So major short over here, and then setup gave us over here the curl, okay, with the first curl and the VWAP, and then over here we had this short exactly at 590. So this short came, you can see over here, into this high liquidity at $6. Look at Bookmap over here on the left. And we got the short over here. A lot of these traders got the short this morning at $6. One point over here is, like for example, the execution that I had one of the traders in the room. You can see that he shorted already here around 580s, covering to the 450s, 460s, and more at $5. So very good short at this point. And now once we break at 10 o'clock past the pre-market high and we hold that pre-market high, we're not looking anymore to short something like this. Looking at also at key daily levels, we cannot find a good key daily level on Sarah. It's a recent IPO. This had an IPO last year, actually, sorry, 2021, July. But we can see that we have no high volume days. We are already above the high volume node. We don't have any kind of key level to risk into. And I'm not looking to short, despite this major level of here liquidity that we see at 10. Once we see these setups, I'm gonna put over here the 5. I think that the 5 gave us some very good plays. Remember what we said before. If we start seeing over here curls, and you can see over here the curl pattern just at the VWAP after 10 o'clock holding, we don't want to short something like this, but this is mostly a long play. So getting back to MLGO, we're waiting for a pattern. Getting back over here to ES, we had the bounce over here from the J-Line, just like perfect. You can see this perfect dip over here, this great zone over here. And that is the buy zone that we had this morning. You can see over here the buy zone, exactly this point. So working pretty good. And now back to Tesla. So Tesla, strong volume. I'm not looking to long yet. In order for me to long, I will need to see this setup over here. So I would like to see this, okay, and then a push over here to the upside. Sì, ho visto quando ho detto questo, difendere qua. This setup over here, traders, I would like to see if somebody knows what setup is. These 3 bars, what setup is. Come on, anybody? I'm looking for the traders that are following us on YouTube. What is this setup? Yes, good morning, Majid. It's a reversal, and this is called Morning Star. Okay, so when you have like a bearish Arami, and then you have a hammer over here, and then over here start forming a bullish Arami, then it's a Morning Star. Exactly, Stephen. Perfect. Now, Stephen, Paul, where this Morning Star is getting formed at, which level? Exactly, buddy. You got it all. So at the J lines, okay? Exactly. So looking over here at our play, the J lines are still bullish over here. So we can still look for an upside move. But my long, as I said, will come only if we break the 243 and we start forming higher lows, and I'm gonna buy this level over here. So I'm first following the strategy, and then I'm following over here Bookmap for confirmation of my timing. Visto qui?
Sì.
Non so dove sono messo posto. With this. And with this. I will keep both over here. Correct, Paul. So one of the traders in the room is asking where I'm looking to buy over here. We can definitely put this over here, and we can see that the setup is telling a gap up play. So gap up play versus the previous day close, all right? So we're gapping up versus the previous day close. We have over here PDR, so we're inside the previous day range, and the previous day range is given from the high and the low of the previous trading range. We are in the high 70% now of the previous trading range, and we are just like rejecting this trading open. As I said, for who just came this morning, we're a bounce long from 240, and our sell level was 246. This we posted at 8:30 New York time, also on Twitter, and for the traders in the room. We got this 246. We got some longs here this morning, so we got the first part of the move. Personally, I missed the second part over here. This was the long play, and no long for me now at this area. What I'm looking is exactly this that I'm posting, so I'm looking for this long over here. So if this doesn't reclaim 243 and 60, 244, I'm not looking for any long right now on Tesla. Also, I'm trading along Tesla, following over here, you can see ES, NQ, RTY, YM. You can use also the Qs or SPY, so the ETF. Remember, when we're talking about the SNQ, RTY, YM, we have the E-mini, so these are the futures. If you want to trade the index, you will trade the SPX. If you want to look at the ETFs, in that case, is SPY and the Qs. Don't forget that SPY and Qs are not indices, are just like ETFs. What is the best, I would say, indicator to help you out in your trading? Well, the tick is one of the best indicators that you can have to help you guide when you're trading big caps, and not only for Tesla. And then you have over here the Qs, and then over here you have the SPY. Remember that when we're trading big caps, and especially when we're trading, for example, Meta, Amazon, Microsoft, Nvidia, Tesla, these are tech stocks, okay, or technological stocks. So the sector that you have to look and refer to is, for example, with the ETF QQQ, or if you're looking at NQ, the index, the E-mini future for NASDAQ. I prefer to use these two rather than SPY or ES for guiding me in trading these over here. So remember, you're trading over here Tesla, but on my other screens over here, I'm running 4 screens. I have NQ, Qs, and also the tick chart. Okay, so don't think I'm only looking at Tesla 1 minute. Also, I have a multiple time frame, I would say, template that you can see over here. I'm having a 50 minutes, a 5 minutes, a 3 minutes, a 1 minute, an hourly chart, and a daily chart. I need to look first of all at the daily to see my trend line over here, and knowing that that is a supply area. I have over here my levels of demand, these green ones that are my buy levels, and this red one is the sell level or the target level. I then switch to an hourly chart. In this hourly, you can see over here, I write buy zone, and sell zone. Yesterday, we were looking for this buy zone over here. We had the buy zone, this shear 1 hour before the open, and we had this major big push. And this morning, sharing this when the price was over here, and we had this major target. Now, what I'm looking for, as I said, is a long above 244, target 246, and then a consolidation at 246 and a target 250. Then I use 15, 5, 3, and 1 for more the timing for my plays. Okay, this is just like a fast recap. If you want to learn more, we have a mentoring coming up in the 1st of January. So only for few selected traders. So right now, still over here sideways. So not really interested in Tesla for now at the moment. We have Sarah, as we said. We have a small float, small cap. This came out July 2021, major long consolidation. If you go check in over here in our blog, okay, so go on our blog, just took a look at JTrader, and then you go over here blog. And then you go down to the first over here, just do it with me. You do this and you go all the way down to one of the first one. I think it's 2018, 2019, I started to write these blogs. There are some more of 2002, 2003, 2004 I was doing for the Italian market. And I was a writer for the financialline.com or .it, I don't remember if they changed. I think .it for Italian Financial Line website, and I wrote techniques of day trading 2002, 2003. So if you go down at the first one of the oldest blogs over here, you will find out when not to trade short. And one of the rules that I have not to trade short is when the price is holding over here by 10 o'clock, the open level, and when we break by 10 o'clock or 10:30, the pre-market high, and we're holding this. So all of this over here for me is a no short. I don't care if we have like fake outs and rug pulls or fake breakouts or J slims. I'm not going to trade this over here. Buongiorno, Paz. Good morning, buddy. So nothing to trade over here, okay? Again, if you're new, you can check out over here the YouTube Jtraderco, subscribe. There are videos since 2018 explaining some of the easiest setup that I trade in small caps, some of the stuff that I use on big caps and futures. If you want to know more about my story, started trading 1999, year 2000. Over here live in San Marino Republic. It's a small city, 30,000 people. I've been trading and been registered as a professional trader for about 24 years now. Ciao Dario, buongiorno caro. MLGO, thank you Jet. So look, MLGO over here, traders. And remember, my plan I set over here, only if we have the fake break of this level, I'm looking to short. I'm not looking to short over here right now because we're not fading below. It's also after 10:30. There's a high volume, so no trade for me over here. A few things I want to explain you, and this is a very good tip that I give you. Once you will have the price consolidating in one of these J lines and starting to curl, so you can see over here that this is a major curl. Don't look to short over here mid-range, but look for extremes, okay? And this is the formation. The same thing we had on MLGO that you can see on VVOS pre-market, Nexo, we had an NIMM and all of these. So even over here, you can see the price consolidating over here. So unless you have a fake breakout and then a bull trap and a fail like this, you're gonna short over here, otherwise over here, don't trade it. Because this point over here, even if it looks like a distribution pattern, they could make over here a fake breakdown and a fast reclaim over here. All right? So for now, yes, push, Tesla push. We're gonna look over here at Sarah a little bit more. A few things over here, updates. We have an academy in Italy. So you can see over here, this is the station. We're building a bigger trading room for about 8 to 9 traders to hold them over here. You can come to the Trading Academy in Italy for 1 day, 5 days. Just go over here into my Twitter. You can see the Academy will be also in New York and Denver. Our partner will also be Bookmap and a few others like Cobra Trading Brokerage. And we'll have like 3 days live seminar in New York and Denver. This is in April and May. There are a few spots left, so you can look over here for the dates, and you can look over here for the we'll reshare over here. You can look over here for the details. Okay, traders, so this is some of the stuff that we share every day. So take a look at, this is Rick. Rick made just like 5K yesterday, just sharing this in my profile. He's doing very, very good. Came over here, traders long time. And this was his performance yesterday on futures. So it takes time to become this good. He's trading live. I can guarantee you that. He's from California, and you can see he likes to train like me, right? So good work over here. Pass in San Marino, so really not Italy, but you know, countryside Italy. So over here, traders, again, the only setup, and I'm gonna tell this, so when you finish this morning the session with me, go check then what happened. You can see over here the level, right? Dario, Pass, Steven, BT, Rumeza. The price got over here to the J lines. If this level, we were short, okay? So we short over here, like that chart I shared before. For example, over here, very good Seba, one of the small cap traders. And you can see that we shorted up here and then we cover into the dip. So we shorted here and we covered down here. But again, if you're not shorting over here, so we were looking to short because this was above before 10 o'clock, then this is the level that I want to buy. Now, if this morning we'll have another dip over here and I'm gonna have Bookmap, then I'm looking to buy that level. 944, you can see I'm gonna do this. So I think this is ideally perfect for everybody over here to understand. This is what happened and we can write over here, so we can do this. Dip, J lines plus Bookmap. You see how perfect that is, traders? all together. And that came for a 100% move over here. Okay, is it clear? Guys, 100% move with J-lines and Bookmap. Okay, traders. So I'm gonna post this over here. Thank you, Cesar. Good morning, brother. Sure, buddy. I will share also Amazon and the plan that we had. So MLGO is another stock that this morning we traded, and I want to share a few things. So remember what I said about the J-lines, okay? So buying that gray level, correct? This is the same over here. You see the buy came at the gray level over here. And then at 7 o'clock, you have to go and check on Bookmap if you have the same. Now the price, it broke over here the resistance. And again, it's 10:30 past, so don't look too short. The worst losses in small caps, and I can tell you, I lost a ton of money before making a ton of money on small caps, is because I was trading short after 10:30. If at 10:30 the price goes above the pre-market high and it still has a lot of volume, and you can see 2 million per 5-minute bar is a high volume, then I'm not looking to short. It's true, this could do over here a breakout, a fake out, lower high, and then a fail. But I find that the highest win rate on my short trading is around 73% in small caps is when I trade before the open. Okay, so when I trade before 10:30. So I tend to stop trading short unless we're below the pre-market high after 10:30. I want to go check 1 second Tesla. Remember, we're still looking for the play long, and then we'll look at Amazon. And over here, we're getting close to a long play this morning. So getting a review over here for everybody. Tesla, we have this cup formation. So I'm not really looking over here for a short now. We're doing this cup. If we break this trend line, I want to see a pullback, and then I want to see this. And that is a bullish swing move. So breakout and retest here is when I'm buying for a swing. So between 250 and 255. I posted my long on Twitter at this level over here. This is the level that we bought on Twitter. We're still holding, but I have to be honest, I only bought 10% of my, I would say, capacity. Why? Because I was expecting this to go 150 and lower, and I wanted to buy more. We're also long on BTC, shared more than 1 year ago at 19,800, and still holding it long, but we are more like hodl over there. So Tesla, getting back to the 1 minute chart or the 5 minutes, I like to use both. We're now reclaiming with, look at that volume pressure at the VWAP. So now what I'm looking over here, trace your trend line. Okay, trace the trend line of the day. Now we're starting to form this. We're gonna have this dip, then over here, this area, I want to take the long. Never long on a breakout, wait for the pullback over here. Okay, so you're waiting for this level, we can do it like that. And we're gonna do this buy zone, okay? Could be an area over here, like this. Okay, so that is what I'm looking right now. So the price, let it go up. If it goes all the way up, I don't care. I'm not buying the breakout because often the breakout won't work. Okay, so don't try to buy any breakout. Trust me, they are not going to work. I would say more than 50% of the time. because market makers that now are, under the, we say, algorithms, okay, so behind algorithms, they're still like a main head trader, but then they run algorithms. They track the human behavior, and the human behavior is to buy breakouts, to buy VWAP. If they know that, they know exactly how to trap you. So if you buy a breakout, like now, we would buy the breakout 244 and 40, you will get probably their level where they're gonna sell, okay? So don't do it. Wait breakout and buy pullback. This morning, I'm gonna repeat it, we had the long setup over here, here and here. We are buying breakouts? No, we are buying dips. This zone that you see yellow is the level at the open where I want to buy it. This is automatically from my template. And we had the longs over here. Bookmap confirming, boom, 3 points up. Now let's look at Amazon. So I think over here, Caesar asked to look at Amazon. So my plan this morning was or to look for a dip over here in the 146 to buy, 146 and 50, or a 148 and 50 too short. What we had over here, the gate, is what I call an FFT. So we had a pop, and you can see again what my level, you can see this golden area that we were looking at Tesla, right? On Tesla, this level tells me over here, buy, because we are dipping and pushing, correct? But now on Amazon, this level is telling me we're pushing and failing. So tells me over here to short. You see the different guy, Paul LaFontaine, you see that, buddy? So golden zone, you can see over here on Amazon, shows golden zone to short, okay? And then over here, instead on Tesla, we are opening above and we have the golden zone to long. That's the difference in the setups. So let's review over here, sorry, Amazon. I'm not in a play this morning on Amazon. The level that I was looking for dip buy, we didn't have any setup to long over here because we were forming lower high, lower low. So I'm not touching for now. This is the daily chart that I'm watching. We have in the medium term over here, Amazon bullish. We are stuck in a range in the last over here 10 days. If you put the volume profile in the last 10 days over here, you will see that we are at the mid range right now. This is my hourly, so this is my way to go. You can see over here that the volume profile that I told you, we are exactly here. That's the volume profile. So we are in the middle. And now you can see my levels and look at the gray line over here. So we had a bounce over there. Personally, what I'm looking over here is very simple. Or Amazon breaks this 148 and 30 and we have this dip and I'm looking to buy over here. Or we have a breakdown, fail, higher low, and I'm buying over here. I'm not going to short unless we break down this level and we are having this. These are the three setups that I'm looking right now on Amazon. And this is from the playbook that you can study in our room. Exactly, Cesar. And then you look for those levels with Bookmap, okay? For example, this is Tesla. So let's go back over here. We can put a 5-minute chart. And remember what we said. If we're gonna have that playbook, we're gonna long, but I need to see that pullback. There we are. This is Tesla of the all day. And I want that you capture a few things from this session of today. This zone over here, you can see that the majority of the dots are red, right? That means sellers. And now over here, you can see that instead this part of the chart, the majority of these dots are green. I tried to make it more simple than, adding liquidity came back, stacking, absorbing, all of this. Use it very simple because trust me, when you trade and make things complicated, one, they won't work. Two, you will get confused. I'm managing around 10 positions sometimes at the same time, and I need to see things very, very clear. So when I see my setup, trend break and pullback, I'm looking for a dip. Let's say we break like this heat map, and I want a long over here. And that will be my pullback that I'm looking here. So this is the confluence of signals that you have from a pattern, from my key level, and from Bookmap. One thing that I invite you to study is this. This is how I would say the big hands trap retailers. So take a look over here. So this is the normal bull flag, right? The normal bull pennant, normal triangle. And when I started trading, I took courses at from Larry Williams, from Linda Rashke, from Day Trading University, Cancun. It was based in Hawaii, all online. And the majority of the setups they were giving and teaching, this around 2000, 2001, were breakouts to buy because they used to work. At those times, we didn't have algorithms. We started seeing the more formation of algorithms 2007, 2010. We had market makers really trading behind the desk. And when algorithm came, so I would say the explosion of this came after 2010, then we had more traps. So everybody used to trade this, good. Market makers, in that case became algorithms, would spot. So what you think is gonna be a bull flag, be careful, because sometimes it's gonna be a fake breakout, bull trap, and then it's gonna be a fail. Same over here, you see this pennant, you think it's gonna be a nice breakout and push, instead look what happens. And the same over here when you have a triangle or a consolidation. Sometimes they wanna trigger to the downside, and then they're gonna push back up, and then they're gonna fail over here. So market is becoming more advanced than what you think. So if you study only the normal technical analysis, breakouts, bull flags, and all of this, it's hard you're gonna be profitable. If you wanna be profitable, you need to really update and improve your skills. So now the good part of here is we had the breakout. Now we need to see a pullback. Pullback that could happen even over here, okay? But I'm waiting for that pullback. So for now, this is just doing this. And I'm looking for that kind of move. That kind of move, pattern, confluence of Bookmap, I'm longing. All right. Paul LaFontaine, is it clear, buddy? From the zone, this moved very good.
Yeah. Oops.
Come?
This.
Col punto o la freccia?
Yeah.
Oppure questo
Yeah,
blu qui?
sì, questo.
Ok,
Same time.
ok. Okay. So let's read over here. The market's job is to disappoint as many people as possible. With that being said, as long as you have your RR properly, the ones that should is correct. So a lot of traders focus only on the win rate, okay? So having a 70, 80, 90% win rate. And I can tell you that I made with my partner several algorithms that they're performing. I would say they're winning since 15 years in a row. Very few months red during the 15 years. And the win rate is between 45 and 60%. So you don't have to have like 90% win rate. But it's most important that you have a good risk management, control of emotions, and a good risk-reward ratio. So you're looking for 3, 4, 5, 6R. Some traders that I know are very profitable, multimillionaire traders, and they have a 30-35% win rate. The other thing that I can tell you is that I had a system with around 90% win rate, And that was when I was scalping with Twice Swing Trade in Italy, with Dr. Michele Pertile as our director, the cover warrants. But it was a system that it was good only for 3 years. Almost 90% win rate, some months even more. And that was insane. Money maker machine. That market doesn't exist anymore. I had to build another strategy, and it's totally different when you trade like the American market versus the, I would say, the very thin Italian market that we had at that time, especially when you were trading the tech stocks, nuovo mercato. Okay, so we're breaking heat map 245. It's getting cranky. If you hear a noise over here, it's my golden retriever. He's getting tired. Okay, fast over here, look to Google. So this morning, nothing over here. We rejected the supply area. You can see the sell zone that I had. Work with hourly J lines, pretty good. Meta over here. We had this level, double top, faded, no play for me. Amazon, we had not a push to the supply area and now fading, not touching it. We had Tesla, as we said, we're looking for that long. We are in the middle of the range, no trade. Microsoft was another one that I had on watch, and we were looking over here for the sell zone, so worked pretty good. And then we have still MLGO. Remember, we're not looking for any short. This it can push above 570 and all the way up. And Siri here, we're not looking to short as well. We're gonna leave this as is, gonna touch the 730 for a possible curl long. Pass, non ho mai tradato Tiscali da quando è andata su, cos'era, 10.000%, tipo da 1 a 100 dollari, cioè 1 a 100 euro, non l'ho mai tradata. Ero su Biscom, ero su ePlanet, CDB Web, tutte queste cose qui. Cos'è che c'era anche? Compravamo i cover warrant che si muovevano in base sottostante. Molte volte il book era illiquido, quindi compravamo a denaro, vendevamo a lettera, quindi compravamo a bid, vendevamo ad ask, e magari c'erano 2 dollari, 2 euro di spread. E quindi erano i tempi di Domenico Foti, che lo conoscevo, Marco Alberti che lavorava con me, c'era Achille Capecce, erano i tempi di, cos'è che si chiamava? Trading Library. Andavo con loro a Milano, De Benedetti, sì, mamma mia, che mercato, totalmente manovrato, una schifezza, però era un buon mercato per fare buoni gains. Quindi è più di 20 anni che sei sul mercato. Sorry traders, I like over here Pass because he knows the market I was trading like more than 20 years ago. It's nice to see somebody from Italy that was around that time. That means a lot of passion. Anch'io, 99-2000. Primo broker, Fineco. L'ho cambiato subito, dopo 6 mesi. Dario, I will answer in English, so I think, like also other traders will benefit from this. So Dario is asking, what is the best way to start trading small caps? Tracking is the first thing. Tracking the first thing, buddy, and back testing is the first thing. For example, this is just an idea that I gave to a lot of traders in the room, is going to the watch list, okay? And look all the small caps that we learned during the morning. For example, yesterday we had, days ago we had ATHE, NEC, SSNT, LSDI. So we like a lot to trade these small caps. And now you have to differentiate the small caps, the first thing, which setup they give. So that means tracking the setup, let's say a stock that gaps and fails, gap and crap. A stock that gaps, dips and runs like MLGO, like SETA, so gap and go. And then you start looking, what are the stats of all of these when they start moving? Do they have a small float, not a float, or a bigger float? Do they have a high volume or low volume? At 10:30, they're above or below the pre-market high or the open level. By doing this, you classify and you can form a playbook. For example, if I go over here in Trading Guide, this is something that every trader can get, is under subscription. So I have over here all my playbook. And then I have a manual where you can see my 9 setups for small caps, for big caps, and so on. And then you start looking which patterns repeat with this market. I can tell that the small caps are very cyclical. So the gap and crap that right now we're trading a lot, like 2 days ago on Annie or yesterday on other stocks, it was not good as this since 2022. So we took like 9-10 months to have so many gap and craps. The bear trap J-line curl that we have right now is the same bear trap J-line curl. So all these longs that this morning was saying on meanwhile, what's out over here in Tesla, all these longs that we're saying, for example, on MLGO, you can see the morning pullback over here. You can see the dip right in the J-line push. These were good in 2022, 2021, 2020, 19, 18, 17. And this year, the best month for these was April and May. How I know it? By back testing. So you can back test manual, or you can back test manual by tracking, Excel sheet, and looking at the charts. Or you can back test if you're a coder with, other programs. For what I suggest you, when you back test already manual and you have an idea and you form a playbook with correct rules, so I have specific rules for every setup, that is a very good way. The 2 major setups that I can tell you to trade in this market is gap and crap and bear trap J-line curl. What is a bear trap J-line curl? Is this. Morning, you have a bear trap because we break the VWAP. Okay, so you have break down the VWAP, this red line. Consolidation, break out the VWAP, J-lines dip, that is the bear trap J-line curl. That is your long. So this, and I will post over here, these are 2 of the easiest setup to trade over here. So this is a bear trap J-line curl. Okay, so when you want to trap traders, imagine you're a market maker. Okay, what you will do? Traders who are shorting below the VWAP, you're gonna absorb over here, you're gonna buy. Bookmap is good to show you exactly this absorption. So you will see over here what? You will see that at these dips, you don't see a lot of red dots, but you see a lot of green dots, and you can see over here, heat map coming here, heat map coming here, heat map coming here. So buyers are stacking, which is this level over here, forming higher low. Okay, long me over here. So you never long on the breakout. This is the first level where they try to sell, and it's this breakout over here. So often you will see this failing all the way down. You buy the dips. So gap and crap and bear trap J-line curl are 2 of the best setups by tracking in this market right now. E poi ti ricordi diretta, sella, incredibile, incredibile. Other question, traders? I wanna continue to check Tesla. This is not enough pullback for me to buy long. My buy has to come into the VWAP or J-lines over here. So, and I need to have over here Bookmap showing a big heat map. heat map, like, you know, breakout and dip on something like this, okay? I want to see 20, 30,000 dip buyers on Tesla. You're welcome, Dario. And trading Tesla, it's a lot about waiting. Okay, you will have a setup probably 1 or 2 times a day. Sometimes you won't have a setup, so you just need a lot of patience. Who loses in stocks or futures? I trade mostly futures in the morning, like DAX, FTSE, CLGC. Is because I don't have patience. So some days you will see me over here waiting 6 hours for a play. Some days I don't take a play. But some other days, like yesterday, for example, this 237 VWAP had a huge heat map on Bookmap. It came up almost 10 points. Okay, those are sick plays over here for me to trade. So, waiting for 244, 244.20 for a dip buy up there. Yes, trader still to the J lines over here. So watching yes. RTY this morning was crazy. This big push over here, really crazy move. Jalen's work simply sick. The long that we had over here, the long we had over here, the long we had over here. So I'm looking at RTY as well. Trend line break, start dipping. I'm longing over here, okay? So Darius, Noon, Ziggy, traders who are trading futures with me. I'm looking for this playbook over here. Okay, so even over here on our forecast, the system gave us this morning on RTY on the over. Trade along. I will share a perfect risk management. Congratulations over here, buddy. This is Mike from New York. I just want to share with you a few things, traders. Risk management. This is ISPC as a small cap, small market cap, I believe. I didn't check the company, $0.7 dollar, short over here, and then come all the way down. What I like is the risk management he had over here. And you can see that this was Seta. So you can see the trader shorting and covering, shorting and covering. He didn't short front side of the move. He's been totally over here, I would say precise. Okay? So very, very good on this risk management. That is what I like to see. Look over here, what a perfect risk management. Okay, not fighting the stock. Okay, let's wait Tesla for a pullback over here. Maybe we're gonna have our trade. Tanto adesso non c'è ancora niente. Making higher lows over here, but didn't dip as I wanted, so waiting. Okay, Paul. So Paul, for example, is telling me he's gonna long if we have a curl with the 90 MA on Tesla. We're above the trend line. I would consider that Paul a B setup if we have a curl with the 90 MA. So I'm waiting over here. All right, traders. So again, feel free to ask questions. You can leave a commentary below. If you have a question, reach out to me in DM. Also, traders, look for the mentoring that we're going to have in January. Anything else, take care, good luck for everything, and see you next week in the room. Thank you very much, and good trading.